Welcome back to Chasing News. I'm Bill Spadio. We've got a lot more show coming up. We're going to get to your weather in just a bit. But first, I want to start with a story. You know, I thought at least one holiday would be devoid of politics. Halloween coming up, but not so fast. A professor at Central Connecticut State University thought otherwise. He's got quite a display. It's an anti-Trump display. Trump is displayed as a pirate. There are Russian sailors, even James Comey as a skeleton, and a DACA kid walking the plank. I want to introduce you to Professor Matthew Warshauer. Professor, it's quite a display. I imagine you're getting some feedback.
I'm getting a good bit of feedback, Bill. You were talking about Halloween, hoping to have a holiday that didn't involve politics. Well, Halloween is one of my favorite holidays, and I like the spooky as opposed to the fun Halloween. So I think things in our country right now are pretty spooky.
So, Professor, did I describe it correctly? I tried to hit all the points that I saw. I mean, is it supposed to be anti-Trump, and have you done this before?
It is supposed to be anti-Trump. This is my attempt to use Halloween, a different medium. You know, I'm a political constitutional historian. I do all kinds of talks on political history, and this is just another medium to get a message out there. And last year in the aftermath of the election, the day after the election, I thought, boy, the American ship of state has gone horribly off course. And so what came next was a pirate ship, because that's the way I feel about Trump, most of his cabinet and the people who are surrounding him, is that they're pirates and they're pillaging this nation.
Are you getting a reaction from people? And, you know, we talked off camera earlier, you said anti-Trump and pro-Trump people calling you. Are they both upset? Happy? What are you getting?
The anti-Trump people are thrilled with it, and they love it, and they believe that it's truthful and it represents everything that's going on in our nation. And as you had said, it was, it's James Comey walking the plank, bordered by two Russian sailors, a DACA child set up.
What do your neighbors think?
My neighbors love me. I get along very well. I get along very well with my neighbors, and this is sort of, you had asked, do I do this? Have I done this before? I've been doing this display for years. It's been political for years. And people look forward to it, actually.
Have you taken a picture and tweeted it and tagged Donald Trump?
Not yet, but I am planning to.
All right. See that? You take that idea for free. Professor, thank you for joining me. Appreciate talking to you.
Thanks very much. Have a good day.
All right. All right, guys, I want to bring back our panel. We are joined once again by Mayor Wayne Smith, former mayor of Irvington. Good to have you here. Jeanette Hoffman, political strategist, and Bob Bianchi, the former prosecutor in Morris County. Jeanette, let me start with you. What do you take of this? I mean, my takeaway is we're politicizing Halloween now.
Yeah, well, you can't take yourself too seriously, and I don't think the professor takes himself so seriously. Look, he has a First Amendment right to do that. I kind of think it's pretty tacky. I'm glad I don't live next door to him, but I give him A+ for creativity. And look, he's on the news. We're talking about him, so his message is getting out there.
Wayne?
Captain Hook Trump. I love it.
A hashtag is born. Bob, what do you think?
He is in a long line of tradition, if you know anything about the history of our government and the First Amendment, a political satirist in a creative way, and there have been creative cartoons about characters and politicians from the beginning of our country. I applaud his creativity. Whether you like Trump, don't like Trump, it certainly is creative and sends a message.
Don't you think it just exemplifies how far left our academic institutions have become? I mean, we're laughing about it, but he's teaching the next generation, and he's imposing an ideology more than teaching the history.
That's not his
right. I mean, the Russian thing is.
Yeah, I mean,
he didn't say he talks about that in the classroom. He's expressing
a valid point.
Yeah. I'm sure he does, though.
But do you think he really separates?
I'm sure. I mean, come on. He's on TV as professor for Central Connecticut State University, and if I'm someone who's conservative-leaning, I wouldn't take his class.
It's crazy, the idea that we're even looking into the idea of whether or not this represents liberalism in education. There are conservative professors.
Well,
I had very conservative professors.
You know what?
They were Dominican priests.
It represents wackiness with a side of creativity. We're going to leave it there.